Imagine being caught in the suffocating, hyper-competitive undercurrents of the elite New England literary world, a space where intellectual vanity is weaponized and emotional vulnerability is treated as a fatal flaw, only to find your perfectly structured, fiercely guarded academic isolation violently disrupted by a chaotic, soul-shattering domestic entanglement that forces you to choose between the safety of your art and the terrifying, real-time exposure of true intimacy. This is the breathlessly intelligent, deeply atmospheric, and emotionally resonant reality that anchors Lily King's spectacular contemporary masterpiece, Heart the Lover, a monumental triumph of literary fiction, psychological depth, and complex female resilience that demands to be experienced through your headphones as a cinematic, slow-burn audiobook where every sharp line of academic wit and quiet late-night confession rings out with flawless clarity. Following the immense critical success of Writers and Lovers, King delivers another exceptionally nuanced, beautifully plain-spoken exploration of the precarious intersection between creative ambition and human desire. The narrative tracks the brilliantly complex, fiercely independent journey of a talented female protagonist who has spent years building a heavily armored psychological shield against structural family trauma and past romantic betrayals. When she accepts a prestigious writing fellowship, she expects a quiet sanctuary of intellectual focus. Instead, she is dragged into a high-stakes psychological game of chess with a magnetic, equally guarded writer and a demanding domestic crisis that threatens to destabilize her fragile peace. King masterfully structures a multi-layered, fast-paced narrative of personal growth and trauma recovery, layering sardonic humor and razor-sharp observations about creative ego over a poignant look at modern relationships. The audiobook format breathes a profound, intimate life into this magnificent tale, beautifully rendering the protagonist's sharp-tongued intellect, her emotional exhaustion, and the deep-seated vulnerabilities of fighting for your voice in a world that constantly asks you to compromise. It is a triumphant, pulse-pounding celebration of a woman refusing to be silenced or defined by the patriarchal constraints of the literary establishment, proving that when the world tries to contain your passion, the absolute safest move is to open your chest, lean into the chaos, and let your heart dictate the narrative.